Perhaps I should have considered.
Hey there, guys. It is Josh Siwasepl, and welcome back to Vampyr Blind. Last time we did some stuff. This time, we're doing more stuff. Is it vampire or vampire? Because they say vampire in the game, but usually when it's spelled with a Y, it's vampire, you know, for like that accent. I don't know. I'm just going to keep saying vampire. Alright. Talk to him. He's healthy. I talked to her. Did not talk to him. Hello, gentlemen.
Good evening, sir. I'm
You are
Dr.
short.
Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not
I'm
sure
judging
I
you, but
understand what you're talking
not how you think.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a
feeling
gun
healthy?
can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
So, you sell. Interesting.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
And he's not entirely wrong.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since...
Oh yeah, I
too
forgot.
long, I guess. I
Subscribe.
bring sick people here
I
night
am
and
not
day.
good at that
It's a dirty
at all.
job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit
Can we
rough
correct
recently.
that? Like, can we make this
What's
place
happened?
better?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
I'm guessing that, oh! That's an actual side quest. I'm guessing that person is a vampire.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling...
Oh wait, I
guns?
already asked him that. Shit. I think I got everything. Yeah. No
Goodbye.
personal questions, baby. Alright. Oh. What was that? Oh, hello. You must be a patient. Into the backyard garden. I mean, I kind of want to just go ahead and do this.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Yeah, it's almost as if you shouldn't have judged him for leaving the patient. Because that patient is, in fact, a skull. Ooh. Ah! Damn it! Is there no way to switch the offhand weapon? Ah, shit! Holy shit, I might die. Shit, I keep pressing the wrong buttons, fuck. Why is options not the start button? I mean, I get it. Options are options, but damn it, it's a start button. It will always be a start button. Stop taking things away from me, modern game designers. Ah, there we go. Better. Ah! Much better. And now that I actually am using a weapon that does damage, the machete does not really do much. Oh! Oh, fuck, they're level 7. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina. Probably shouldn't be doing this yet. Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Tell me about it. I'm gonna hold off on that. Influenza, frequently complicated with pneumonia. Gotcha. Let's go inside now and maybe find a bed to rest at, and then I can level up and everything, and yeah, that'll be good.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Yeah, plenty of patients.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
I feel like I always need to protect the character's name, Pippa.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
I mean, somebody will be spared.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
A lot of hints required. Yeah, she's healthy. Now, you guys... You're probably not going to be healthy. Oh, you do not look healthy. You look very gaunt.
Miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Sure you are.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am
just
delusional.
throw that level of irony right there at the beginning of the game. Oh wait,
I don't need to...
I didn't do this one.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are
You mean
not
the back
your
garden
enemy.
that has the
They're
skulls?
here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm
Kind of.
curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you,
Sure.
Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with fever.
They didn't actually provide her with blood, did they?
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Oh, you're missing a nose, aren't
Good
you?
evening, sir.
Oh no,
Can
he's
I
good.
help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed.
I mean, I
I've
might be able
recently
to.
taken the position of head
I don't know
surgeon.
the capability of my skills.
War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Get a good look at him.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's
Is
the
it because
pain,
your skin's
sir.
clipping through your gown?
The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Goodbye.
I have
for
to
now,
have
Mr.
something
Elwood.
that I can make, right?
The pain.
You up and aware
Good
now?
evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
I can't ask him if he needs
How
a medical
did you end
checkup.
up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Yeah, but I don't think you could have helped that confliction.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Wait, Clay Cox?
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this
it is a
contagious
shithole.
nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around
I feel like
your
that should be
I
fairly
manage a
obvious,
night asylum
Jonathan.
for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
I'm sure it had to have worked somewhat.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends?
We need to pay attention to him, make sure he doesn't turn or
But I
anything.
recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Lay down, rest. You seem to be healthy. A lot of experience for you, though, so I'm going to have to hold off temptation on that.
Feel disgusting.
He must be someone important then.
Every street corner.
They alive? Like, what's going on here? Oh, there's so much blood.
Good evening,
Is this
sir.
whole episode
I'm
good?
Dr.
All right,
Reed.
I'm
I
just going to
believe
do
we're
a
going to
couple
be
long
colleagues.
episodes here at the beginning,
yes,
just
I've
to
been informed about your arrival.
get a lot of this out of the way.
I'm Waverly
Dr.
Ackroyd.
Ackroyd, your first
Welcome
name
aboard,
Daniel?
I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Overrated dabblers. Oh, his name's Waverly. What a stupid
If you have
name.
a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Here it is again.
But I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives.
Again.
The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
Can I
don't
fix all
intend to
this?
run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Ooh, new hint.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your
said
skills,
healer.
Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Damn. I figured that was going to be the right one.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I
You think?
refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Whoa. Lots of people here. Dorothy Crane. I don't remember talking to her, did I?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, no, I did. She was the one at the entrance that I had to call it. Yeah, let's finish talking to her.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me.
Got that vacant
The
stare.
administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Still more coming. How can we...
There's
evening,
a
Doctor.
lot of people at this
I believe
hospital.
we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Ooh.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
You're not wrong.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my
Maybe.
technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Yes, I have
You seem
quite improved on that
optimistic.
method.
It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Well, you have to keep your
Do you need
spirits
help
up high
with
somehow, right?
anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Just don't expect me to do it during the day.
What do you
I like to
think
sleep.
of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Seems very concise.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
What's his story?
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Interesting.
This
I haven't met this
personal
person yet, but
involvement could
interesting.
also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
I mean, to a certain extent, he believes that as well.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh, hey, it's that dude. Ooh. I'll take that.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work. and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid
That's
we are.
extremely
Are you sure you
clear.
don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Well, I also don't know what his issue is.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oof. That's some guilt.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
Whoa, getting way too personal.
1915, I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for
I
now,
feel sorry
Mr.
for
Fiddick.
you, man. I
I'll
hope they
see you
fix your
later.
arm up quick.
Always knew the word Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Hello.
Good evening, madam.
Oh.
Can I help you?
You're a little bit older than I thought.
Needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
But first,
What
we
can
gotta
you
talk
tell
about
me
some
about
stuff.
yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Because,
Not
you know,
much to say.
40 minutes of talking is the
Just
most
take care of my
entertaining an
Mortimer
episode
and
can
I'll
be.
cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Pretty straight to the point.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we
What are you
had
doing
no
in the
other
East
choice,
End if you're this rich?
considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Well, that and there's also a shit ton of influenza
Tell me
patients all
more
around.
about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Hey, whoa. She charged you?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Is that on the books?
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. but I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Ooh.
Goodbye.
No personal questions then. All right, son. Let's see. You got a bandage around your neck. You got bit, didn't you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my
You have no
mother's
clue what I'm capable of.
She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see.
They just didn't want to
Then
animate
maybe
anything.
It's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
I mean, we're gonna have to.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Alright, that's fine.
How
so painful.
I'll let you get.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Wait, can I,
Good evening,
can I do
Mr.
R1?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I don't have any medicine. Damn it.
I will see you later. I have to.
Good evening, sir.
Alright, you sit there. I'm gonna go talk with the nurse. And find out why she charged you. Where are you? Oh, you're right there.
What can I do for you,
You're the
Doctor?
one that talked to her, right? No.
What kind of man is.
Well, you accept.
Apologies.
Doctors.
Thank you.
So who talked to her? It was one of the nurses. Was it you, Gwyneth?
Good evening, Nurse Brent.
Good evening.
Oh.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse.
Well, someone talked to this lady. And I will just have to figure out at another point. Oh, Thelma's up and walking around. Wasn't you, was it, Pippa? Please don't.
Good evening,
Please don't let it be
Good
you.
evening. Good.
In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. More than you know. I think it's been long enough. You know, let me just go upstairs and get to my office. On the second floor? Sure, not now. Sounds good. Ooh. Yeah, this is the second floor. I guess it doesn't, like, loop around, so I have to go up the left side. What? Hacksaw? Okay. Let's, put that as the other weapon. I genuinely hope we can cure him. Wait a second. Find your office on the second floor. This is the first floor. And yet, here's my office.
This must be the place.
Oh, shit.
It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Can we? That kind of sounds pretty cool.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Well, I mean, not much we can do, right? Ooh. Thank you, Dr. Swansea. Alright, let's, workshop. Workbench. There we go. You need to first analyze the components you found. Alright, so... Analyze. Light regenerating serum. Light regeneration serum. Okay, I need sodium hydrolite... Oh no, sodium hypochlorite solution. Alright. Oh, shit, I actually have the ability. Or... Haha, hell yeah.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it.
Can you?
I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
I'm envious. I would just love some time. Alright. Increase your health. Increase your stamina. I need that. Desperately. Please. I can do level 2. I feel like the stamina is not so important. Increase your blood absorption through bite. 300. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright. I think that's going to be good for the upgrades. Would that make me a level 4? Or a level 7?
If I'm to stay here until
a level
my research
5.
is
Okay.
complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But What about my thirst for blood?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that, because I'm starting to get thirsty.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up.
Yes? What is needed
Yes,
of
Nurse
me?
Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and
Not
now
how I
this
thought that
epidemic,
line was
supplies
gonna
have
be
been
read,
running
but okay.
scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small
An
door
abandoned
at the end of
morgue.
a
I
narrow street.
can't
On my way
imagine
then.
there's going to be
Thank you,
nothing
nurse.
in there, right? This is going to be terrible. Oh, no. While I'm here,
Good evening,
you,
Mr. Elwood.
we got something to talk about. Oh, he can
How
talk
close
about that?
are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So you let her bite
So
you?
do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself.
Covered
I just
wars,
wanted
you know.
to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Oh.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, And it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Oh, that's... I mean... Oh. I don't know what to say. I mean, surgery could help you.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Ooh! Failed! Can I do it again?
I don't want to...
Shit. Yeah. No. Fuck.
Goodbye for...
Fuck!
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
We may lack the resources, but we have some of those.
Whoa, that frame rate. Hey, you're up and walking around.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
Did he want
What
revenge?
Did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
What?
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
Hippocratic oath, I guess.
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
Oh wait.
How is your...
This is just...
That was a new option.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Leave her alone.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump.
Kinda wish I did feed on you now.
Sad and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
And excuse you, I have to go to a morgue. I could also try tackling those again, but I'm gonna wait. I'm level 5, but I still don't think I can take him. Although, aren't they that way? Isn't this the back garden?
I cannot enter.
Oh, yep. She said the small hallway, or the small alleyway, not hallway. Keep out of this area. By order of the health board. Quarantine. Contagious disease. One shall enter or leave quarantine area without written with a local authority, blah, 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 blah. I can just fly over that. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, bullets! Alright, I wasn't expecting a loading screen. Ooh, there's blood. Lots of blood. There's someone or something in here. Possibly multiple things. And I get the feeling because they're dead, I wouldn't be able to sense them? Like through walls? Let's see. No, I can. It's just kind of far away. Oh, shit. Ah! Whoa!
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
There's no way he's the only one.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
There we go. You bitch! Hit him one more time. Thank you. Watery, sturdy blood sample. Where the hell these people come from? Were the skulls dragging them back here? How are they getting
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Oh, shit! That's not good.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
I got one more to deal with. Ah, but he's a level 5. That... I can take him. Oh, shit! I didn't mean to fire twice. Or another time. Thank you for just waiting while I did that. Oh, fuck. I thought I was far enough away. Need to be more careful. Game's pretty brutal. Oh, wait, no shit. Oh, ooh. I thought that was an exit. Ooh, blood absorb. You acquire a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press triangle to directly absorb blood. What?
It's locked. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Yeah, I suppose we have to now. Oh shit. That was easy. Why was that one so easy? This is a battleground. There you are. Oh, fuck! Whoa, shit! What the hell? Is he making clones of himself, or is he... Oh! He's got shadow jujutsu, or whatever it is. I'm sorry, I didn't watch Naruto. Oh, fuck.
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
What I need is some healing serums. Because this drinking blood shit is not doing it.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Was this just like an extra place to go for the battleground? No, wait. Workshop. You have enough components to create a medicine for treatment for fatigue. Okay. Anemia, fatigue. But don't I need, Yeah, see, I only have 2. Doing too good health-wise. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. I just need to be better. Where the hell did they all come from? Son of a bitch, there's 2 of them. Fuck. Fuck, I need to just, like, escape. I can't do anything. I have to leave. Oh shit, I can't leave. I'm fucked. I can't wrap my head around the lunge attack. I feel like I'm far enough away that they shouldn't be able to grab me, but it just like auto grabs me. You know what I mean? Like it's pulling me forward. Where the hell does that put me? All enemies respond? I'm getting the fuck out. In for a lot of trouble if the skulls are that dangerous.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. Alright. I mean, I've already talked to him, but I guess now we
Good
need
evening,
to actually
Mr.
talk
Goswick.
to him.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
So now, are you more happy about that? I'm treating him.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Tell me more.
The ambulance.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my...
Tell me more.
The ambulance driver was quite rude.
What do you mean?
What
She
nurse?
managed...
Goodbye.
So I only imagine you mean this nurse.
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
But I don't think I have
For how long?
any option to ask her about it
here,
yet.
Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
Oh, that brings confidence.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed,
I guess not
we
much
don't
has
have
changed
the
in the
money
medical
and
profession, huh?
resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
Yeah, that seems to be a bad idea. But hey,
I'll see
guess
you
I'm
later,
not in
Nurse
charge.
Crane.
Oh. Look for citizens. Oh. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Yeah, I just.
With you at our side, Dr. Reed,
I feel like I can't.
and survive this epidemic.
I feel like I just can't.
Good evening, Nurse Brown.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good.
Where's Tippett?
By this horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Actually, what? Huh? Didn't I have?
Goodbye, Dr.
Didn't I talk to? Where's the notes? Where's the notes? Oh God, did I not collect it? No, there's the death report. Why can't I talk to him about it?
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Doctor...
What is the...
This hospital...
It's not...
Don't be...
What?
Summer... I don't get...
Tell me,
Nurse, I'll get...
You're a nurse, bro. You don't have...
Well, how can I not talk to him about it?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be...
Goodbye.
Come now, we can handle this.
How are you doing?
Miss Howcroft?
Still hunger for blood?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Are you romantically involved?
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Sorry, I'm still working on a pain management serum for you.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
It's not the way I would describe it,
I wish I could
sure.
share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Debatable.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors.
And you need me to
Unfortunately, our main
beat
donor
someone
has
up
found
for
herself
money?
in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Sounds good. Ooh, 6,000 XP. Nope. If you'll excuse me, though. I'm going to go upgrade a bit. And most likely call the episode. What is this?
It's locked.
No, I'm trying to look at... There we go. It's Tippett, Strickland, and Aykroyd. They share an office. Interesting. It's nice they had a nameplate already made for me as well. Can't refill. That's annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do that. A lot of improving myself with these last two level upgrades. What? Every night the consequence of your actions may improve or degrade the district's health status. It can also be degraded due to disease spreading among citizens. Gonna do bad? The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district health status drops below critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide of a district's fate. I improved though, right? Right? He got better? Did it go up or down? I wasn't paying attention. There's 3 people I haven't met yet? Level 8. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Next time we'll go down and talk to Ashcroft, was that her name? I don't remember. The benefactor. Whoever it is. I'm gonna go talk to her. And I'm gonna head there right now. Remember to like and subscribe and check out the Discord and the Patreon. Links are in the description. And I will see you guys there.